So, as a number of you have been watching this channel for a bit know, besides the fact that I have ADD because this started off as an RPG channel and now I'm spending most of my time drooling over Warhammer 40k stuff. What can I say? I just really freaking love it. I'm glad I'm getting back into it after and figuring out why I got burned out in the first place. Anyways, I'm really happy and really excited for the Shadow Spear box that's coming out. It's actually going to be on pre-order this weekend, and I can actually afford to do it. So this is going to be great. So, anyways, today they unveiled, they gave us a little peek behind the curtain at some of the new rules for the Chaos Space Marines that are going to be in this box. They're calling them the Daemonkin, and of course, it's like DAE because this is a British game and they like to throw in a bunch of extra letters. Then again, I'm American, so who am I to talk? We like to butcher the English language completely. Anyways, so let's just jump into that, shall we? So what we got here first off is a lovely picture of all of the Chaos Space Marines, or Daemonkin, that are going to be showing up in the box set. And some of these are very familiar from one of the last videos that I did, where I was just like gushing and drooling and enthusing over all this. I mean, this is beautiful right here. So you got your Master of Possession here, who's like the leader, the HQ of the army. We now have a full look at the Chaos Space Marines that will be coming in this box, and I must say, from this picture, they look absolutely gorgeous. Actually, I'm kind of hoping this becomes the official kit going forward. So you have these guys. There's your troops right there, and then probably recognize this beefy gunner boy here. It's one of the new Obliterators, and there's actually two of them going to be in this box set. And I guess with how the new models are, they're more like Swolbliterators. Yeah, Swolbliterators. That's what we're calling them from now on. So, anyways, these guys are like one of your heavy support units, and then a couple greater possessed here. Which are actually pretty sweet. I'm actually pretty excited for these new rules that they unveiled for that. More to come very soon. So there's your elites, and then your Venom Crawler, which is that demon engine that I was actually pretty excited about because of the little bit of fluff that they gave about making it easier to summon demons and whatnot. It's like, this will be perfect for my Tzeentch army. I'm not quite sure what unit type this is going to be. Like, what slot in the force organization chart it's going to take up. I mean, is it another heavy support? Is it fast attack? I don't know. Maybe it's a new dedicated transport with some spiffy goodness. I mean, it's got some tendrils here. Maybe it can just like tenderly carry the Chaos Space Marines around the battlefield. I don't know. We'll just have to wait until I get the box with the mini codex, because that's the thing they're doing in this box. It's going to be awesome to actually find out. So, anyways, let's jump into some of these other things here. And this kind of also brings up the question: what kind of detachment can you field these guys as? I'm guessing it's going to be something that's actually going to be in one of the rule books that's in the box, or maybe in the codex itself. It'll be like, this is your specialist detachment that has XYZ things from the box. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Anywho, so the new Hotness Chaos Space Marines, like they said, besides an incredible overhaul of the miniatures, and overhaul is right. I mean, this is the kind of detail you would kind of expect to see on like Chaos Chosen from like the Dark Vengeance box. And these are just baseline run-of-the-mill Chaos Space Marines. This is amazing. Anyways, otherwise it looks like they're just pretty much going to be the same as they've always been, just with sexier power armor. And then we have our Swolbliterators, and in case you needed a frame of reference, let's bring this picture up here. So here's what we have coming down the pike. And here are the current Obliterators. They kind of look like like the mutilators, they kind of look like plastic surgery gone horribly wrong. It's like they're kind of they are kind of chunky, but you know, it's like then you go over to here and it's just like whoo. So, anyways, not gushing over the looks of them. I mean, these Games Workshop is almost asking us to start calling them Swolbliterators because this right here, these guys must have been working out hard in the Eye of Terror. It's true. I mean, they're massive, and they even said they're almost as tall as a Hellbrute, and it's like they actually look a lot like Hellbrutes, but with more muscles because they're Swolbliterators. So, anywho, when I was gushing over these new guys in the past video, I was wondering maybe they're gonna have different weapon profiles for these guys depending on what you have on your loadout, because I mean, this guy here's got to very clearly have his plasma cannon. It's like a combi bolter here and such, so on and so forth. Here's like a heavy flamer here. I'm pretty sure it's a heavy flamer. Yeah, we're gonna go with heavy flamer, and then like an autocannon up here, most likely. What they decided to do instead is they kind of kept the flash metal guns thing. I may have to crack the codex open and see if it's the same weapon profile. Basically, the big thing they have going here is they have an extra wound and an additional point of toughness because they're swole. And now they can be deployed on their own and in pairs instead of only in threes. As you can see here, there's 3 of them in the kit here because they were always, they're originally supposed to be deployed in threes. So kind of like how there's like a little more flexibility. Then you can say those points that I was going to spend on all these different models of Obliterators, I could spend on something else, which is pretty sweet. I kind of like that. And then, I skipped over this morning when I read over this. So for their flesh metal guns are now Assault 6. I think they used to be like a random number of shots you could take with them. I think the rest of the profile is probably about the same. And they now have melee weapons, the Crushing Fists, which is pretty snazzy. I mean, look at this here. That's actually pretty stinking good right there. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited for that. And then our Greater Possessed here. Jeez. Look at these monsters. I am so excited to get these guys painted and unleashed on poor hapless, not Chaos Space Marines, or maybe some fellow Chaos Space Marines that are also poor and hapless. So anyways, these guys are looking to be pretty tough. Actually supposed to be even better, even they're actually looking to be even tougher than Possessed. But the one thing they decided to highlight here is a special ability that they have, the Locus of Power. Add 1 to the strength characteristic of Mark of Chaos, Legion, Demon units while they are within 6 inches of any friendly models with this ability. So, yeah, I mean, that's actually pretty good. Anything you can do to beef up what you got on the table is always a really good thing, especially if it's just, hey, let's just get these guys within range. I'm trying to think what all would be, matched Legion Demon units. That would be like mostly other possessed. I think the Obliterators and Mutilators are also count as demons. I'd have to double check the codex. And also, demon engines like your Defilers and whatnot, and also like the Venom Crawler. Now, of course, this doesn't actually say anything about being like a transport and that it can gently carry your troops across the battlefield with its tendrils. So I'm kind of doubting that at this point, but we'll see. So what they do give us little glimpses of is their ranged weapons, which this kind of sort of was like what the old flesh metal guns were on the non-Swolbliterator obliterators. You know, you have the random number of attacks you can actually make with it. But it's got pretty good range there, so that's pretty nice. And then this is where it actually helps with the summoning demons. And when the result of any demonic ritual, summoning rolls made for Legion, Masters of Possession, whilst they are within 6 inches of any friendly Legion Venom Crawlers. Which, you know what this tells me? These guys, you can make them any of the Traitor Legions you want. So these could be frickin' Emperor's Children, Masters of Possession, Venom Crawlers. Or Renegade Chapters, which is probably what mine are going to be, because I'm going to make these guys fit in with my Tzeentch army. Which means I'll get the Legion traits and all that. So that answers the other big question I had about these is, you know, what to expect with keywords and whatnot, because that's a big thing in 8th edition. And in Age of Sigmar, that's kind of where they got the idea. It's actually a nice way to do things. So that's pretty sweet. I mean, it might have been nice to do it with all the characters, but, you know, I guess it kind of helps to just, it's kind of a good thing to just kind of make it synergize with one particular model, so they're always tagging along. And it makes sense because they're kind of their own separate subset of Chaos Space Marines. Anyways, and then we have the Master of Possession. Just, oh my goodness, I can never not look at this model when there's a picture available. It is astounding. Anyways, it's got a few things that'll actually make it, you know, make him so he can actually screw with the enemy psychers, like Rite of Possession, where he can actually make them suffer Perils of the Warp when they roll any doubles, not just ones or twos, which is a pretty brutal thing there. I'm predicting there's going to be a lot of these guys showing up in tournament lists from now on. Maybe then might see just plain old Chaos Space Marines make it into, you know, consistently make it into the top lists at tournaments and whatnot. Who knows? I'm not much of a competitive player, so I'm just follow another channel for that kind of stuff. Anyway, so it touches on a few things here, like a few of the different, a few different psychic powers. Wow, I can't believe I brain farted on that. So I think these are going to be different from the Malefic discipline of old. I remember this used to be a discipline that was available to just about everybody in 7th edition. That big confusing mess that was. I do like how it's a lot simpler now and more streamlined. Anyways, so it kind of touches on a few different powers here. I'm not going to read through all of them. Oh yeah, here's a sweet one. This is not a psychic power. This is a warlord trait that's going to be available, where you can reroll rolls of 1 when taking a psychic test for your warlord. So they even said, you know, so this is actually a pretty dang good. And they even said that this is going to make you less likely to suffer Perils of the Warp from a double 1, because it's all about that. It's all about them perils. And I really dig this one here. This is another warlord trait. Your Devourer of Magic. Your warlord can attempt to deny 1 additional psychic power in each enemy psychic phase, along with the 1 or so that they could already if they are a psyker. In addition, your warlord gains 1 lost wound each time it successfully denies a psychic power. That's pretty sweet. I really like that one. This is making me really excited to get this box and like get the mini codex and get all of these cool new rules and everything, and find out what kind of detachment they're going to be fielded in. So, anyways, they did say that tomorrow they'll be revealing the rules for the new Vanguard Space Marines that are, you know, the other guys with the cloaks and the sniper rifles and whatnot. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how that turns out. So, with that, You may be seeing my face right now, just my face, not the screen. I don't know. But let me go back to the Devour, to zooming in on the Devour of Magic deal. So, anyways, this is just another one of those things I'm just like super excited about. I'm probably going to be start doing a lot more stuff on like narrative play for Warhammer 40k, just because that's kind of what's got me sucked in. I enjoy the models and painting them. I actually do like the game itself when I actually do get to play. And it's really mostly like a lot of the lore surrounding it and the fact that you can actually kind of create your own. They give you a lot of room to create your own lore and backstories and everything for your own army. So probably expect to see some stuff on that either here, or a separate channel. I don't know yet. I'm still kind of tossing the idea around, but yeah. So what are you looking forward to either for this new box set or in some other part of Warhammer 40k, or heck, what are you looking forward to in any game that's coming up? See let's talk about it in the comments section, and we'll see you next time.